Happy Friday. I hope y'all Friday was better than Thursday's energy, and I hope that Thursday's wasn't as bad, and whoever energy that was lingering has, figured out what they needed to. So let's go ahead and get into Friday's energy. So for Friday, we're going to...
What adventures is the universe encouraging you to embark on? What's blocking your creativity and how can you overcome it?
We're going to look at what's blocking your creativity and how you can overcome it. When it comes to the collective, what do they need to know about their creativity? So we're going to use the Prism Oracle. What's blocking the collective's creativity? Fear of success, fear of not being seen, and fear how people will respond to you. Sacral root heart. So I feel like your spirit team is saying take up space and rest. I feel like give yourself a break from not feeling like you're able to achieve a goal or something can be made for you. I heard made for me. So something can literally be made for you. So don't feel like what's made for you isn't made for you. It's exactly for you. So your spirit team, I'm hearing for you page could be significant. So maybe you are thinking about doing a podcast, or maybe you thinking about, putting yourself out there in another way and exploring different avenues when it comes to your career or your expectations. It can be causing you anxiety here. You could be having anxiety around, your passions, your desires, and this is what's causing you creative blocks. You can be also overthinking too much. Man, maybe people not going to like that. Maybe people not going to want that. What is it about my stuff that's going to be better than somebody else's? Like, why would they want my stuff over this? And like, stop comparing yourself to what it is that you have, because you are your own unique person and you have your own unique skills. So whatever product that you want to promote, whatever, conversation you want to put out there in the atmosphere, to the universe, to the people, don't be afraid to put your best foot forward and at least try. If you never try, then you will never know. Protection here, and then you also have rejection. So rejection is your protection energy, and if something is being blocked, that means it's because it's not prepared yet, it's not fully ready. You don't want something that is not fully ready and you get it off the ground and you're not able to keep up with it. You want to take your time and you want to make sure that you're organizing your documents, your files, again, planning ahead and making sure that you scheduling things so that you can know what you need to be doing. It's easier said than done, but these is what's causing creative blocks, and it's because you could be doing things out of order, and it's an order for a reason. Order is put in front of us so that way it steps and levels to this shit. So if it steps and levels to whatever it is that you're doing, if you're doing the steps backwards, then that means it's not going to be on a firm foundation, because you're working backwards to get to go forward. So spirit can be putting you in predicaments to let you see a glimpse of how things can run or how things can unfold, but you are the dream keeper of your dream, so it's up to you to keep up with that dream as well. So whatever dreams that you're having, if you want to do like a pop-up shop and do candy sales, or if you want to do a pop-up shop and order, sales food, like you have to look and see what licensings you need for that, what state certifications or permits you need for that. So again, it's things that we may not want to do, but if you really want to achieve a goal, or if you really want to put yourself out there in a creative way, you're going to have to be daring, and you're going to have to be able to be comfortable with stepping outside your comfort zone. And that's in any aspect. These is just me sharing, ways to get out of your own way. So one of the things is getting out your own way. So don't be afraid of people rejection what you love and feeling like it's going to crumble you. No, just because everybody's not going to want your product. Everybody don't like Apple, and Apple have hella, subscribers. I'm an Apple, person. I had Android and Samsungs. So you might not be an Android, you team iPhone. You might not be team iPhone and you team Android. You might not be team either one of them, and you might be team BlackBerry. Like, you gotta think about it. You might be Motorola. You might be, you might be team Verizon or team T-Mobile. Everybody ain't gonna have the best of both worlds, so you have to pick a side and stand on it and allow others to choose where they want to be as well. But it's all about being authentic. It's all about being loyal. It's all about being true, and it's all about the delivery. So again, be patient with yourself and allow yourself to find creative ways to help you. You can also be having a hard time trying to figure out what is your creative niche, what can bring you extra at this time, a non-traditional way of doing things. So this can be doing hair on the low, this could be making clothes on the low, this can be travel agency on the low, this can be anything. But you have to figure out, again, what works for you may not work for everybody else, and what worked for everybody else may not work for you. So what creative blocks is causing you to feel stagnated? Is it comparing yourself to, well, they're doing this and they're getting, the likes, the views, or they're getting the attention, and I'm doing something similar but I'm not getting nothing? You can't compare. You could go and look and say, hey, let me observe and get an observation. What is this person doing that I'm lacking? What do I need to add? What am I missing within myself? So you have to figure out, what are you lacking? What are you missing? And self-criticism is going to be really a real thing, but not getting lost in self-criticism, because that can be very frustrating and overwhelming. So, that's a lot. So you putting yourself in a chokehold because your success is protected. You are going through extreme amounts of different, emotions at this times and feelings, so that you can understand what is important to you as far as growth and connection. So Friday energy is about finding your way out and overcoming your biggest fears. And this can be, again, having a leap of faith in love, having a leap of faith in relationships, but I mean, not, daily relationships. But I definitely feel like this one right here is more on a scale of career and changing self. You may feel like you have a hard time changing. You do the best that you can, but you revert back to the old ways because it's easier. This is when you take your time to reflect, and then you start to question your reality. You gotta question, what does peace look like to you in order to get to your creativity? So finding your peace, getting out of these I'm a failure type energy, finding your confidence, overcoming that, and putting yourself out there and layering in different layers and peeling back different layers of yourself as well. Something will stick, but patience is a virtue, and you have to be patient with yourself as you allow yourself to see what wins happen for you. Take your big wins, take your small wins, take your microscopic wins, because every win is a win when you really see the growth of it and what you're learning. Sometimes the lesson is more than the reward than the outcome that you may expect. So I'm gonna leave that there. Words of encouragement, words of wisdom for what's blocking your creativity and how you can overcome it. It was kind of blended into one. I'm gonna give y'all a practical or self-care oracle here. And then you already know, order in the court, order in the court. So for Chit Chat energy, what do you need to know? Live your dream. Never give up on your dream. Dare to live the adventure. Isn't that interesting? Out of all the cards in this deck, this is what came out. And you also have love your journey. Be open to the idea of loving you. Don't be so harsh on yourself. If you do something that you love doing, keep doing what you love doing, but do things in moderation. Don't over exhaust yourself. Don't overwork yourself. Well, it's the same thing, exhaust yourself. But just be patient with yourself and come up with a plan. Put it on a vision board. Put it on a sticky note, and put it where you can see it. Write it down and make it memorable for you. You have her with her simple hairstyle. You may not feel cute, you may not feel like you got it, but baby, let me tell you something. Your beauty is in the eye of the beholder of what you do and how you smile, how you walk, how you talk, how you dress. You are your biggest motivator. You are your biggest inspirator. You are your biggest everything. So, and that, change your bad habits and celebrate your new beginning, because baby, this is what it feels like when you get where you want to be. You have the right to feel what you feel, but remember that you always have a right to be happy. Kill bad habit, drinking, overeating, or anything else that's not serving you. Good times come from hard work and the time spent in good company. So find those who gonna be good company, that's gonna lift you, that's gonna elevate you, and that's gonna help you create that inspiration within yourself and even help you in ideas. But be careful of being away from people who don't mean you no well and have no good, I heard Noel for real, like Noel as a name, but that means you know well, and at the end of the day, it's causing you more detriment than beauty in your energy and in your life. So that's my tips there and the message for what's blocking your creativity and how you can overcome it. So I'm gonna leave this message here. I'll see you all later. Happy Friday.